I need to know how to wire up a Kohler 2-cylinder engine in the place of a Kawasaki engine that blew up. I am not too concerned about the safeties, just need it to run and mow. The mower is a Wright Stander, WS5219 Kawai serial 16415. The original engine was a Kawasaki FH601V, AS14 E/No FH601V 33876. The replacement used motor is a Kohler model SV735S, spec number SV7350018. The engine is already bolted onto the machine, the pulleys and belts are all in place, fuel lines, tank, battery all in place, just need to know what the wiring is. On the Kawasaki side harness, plug that comes out of the mower that is set up for the Kawasaki is a black plug with 4 wires. White, yellow, orange, green. The Kohler engine has a white plug that also has 5 wires: orange, white, red, purple, orange, again from same port in harness as purple. The Stander machine has one solenoid that is mounted on the machine that was recently wired to battery and to starter. It also has another solenoid next to it that looks like it was not wired. It may be an old broken one? Why it was not removed I am not sure. The Kohler engine has a red wire that goes to the bottom of carburetor, also has what I think is a voltage regulator with 3 prongs, and 3 wires, purple in the middle, white and another white. I hope that helps. I have pictures of all of these items etc. if needed.
Hello, I'm Gina and I'm a moderator for this topic. We have been working with our professionals to try to help you with your question. Sometimes it may take a bit of time to find the right fit. I was checking to see if you had already found your answer or if you still needing assistance from one of our professionals. Please let me know if you wish to continue waiting or if you would like for us to close your question. Also remember that JustAnswer has a multitude of categories to help you with all your needs from pet to legal. Thank you, Gina, moderator.
Yes, I am still waiting for a response.
Hello, thank you. XXXXXXXXXX continue to look for a professional to assist you. Please let me know if I can be of any further assistance while you wait. Best, Gina, moderator.
Hello. Thank you for choosing JustAnswer for the solution to your problem. My name is XXXXXXXXXXX. I'm going to assist you with this. Please bear with me here. If my instructions are not clear, please ask me to clarify. The orange wire on your mower's plug is for the fuel shutoff solenoid. It will go to the red wire of the Kohler, the one that goes to the carburetor. The white wire on your mower's plug is for the ignition enable. It will go to the white wire of the Kohler. The green wire from your mower is for the starter solenoid. Some of these engines have a starter solenoid attached to the starter, and some used a separate solenoid. If your engine has the solenoid attached to the starter, you will need to determine which of the wires is connected to the solenoid, and connect the green one to it. If your starter does not have a built-on solenoid, the green wire will go the starter solenoid on the mower, on one of the small posts. The yellow wire on your mower is for the alternator. It will go to the purple wire that comes from the voltage regulator. As far as the 5th wire in the engine plug, I am not sure what it goes to. The schematics don't show it connected to anything. If this does not get you going, trace all the wires back, both on the mower and on the engine, and let me know where they go to.
Okay, let me give this a shot and I can get back to you. Kumar.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, here is our issue. We have gotten the motor to run by directly connecting 12V hot to the solenoid small pole switch. But using the green wire to that same pole does not throw 12V when the key is turned to full ignition. I am not getting 12V on the green wire. It could be safteys or something, but either way no 12 volts. When I run the 12V battery constant and tap the small pole, it cranks and runs. Is it possible that I have the 12V to the battery and the 12V to the starter backwards at the solenoid? I did not really have a 100% sure way of knowing which poles went where. This machine was already having an issue at the ignition also when I bought it and had to arc the solenoid poles with a screwdriver when the old blown engine was on it.
But this one is pretty self-explanatory.
On the other terminal of the solenoid it has one singe LT green wire. It also disappears into a harness. How do I know which set of smaller wires to mate with which large 8-gauge red wire that goes to either starter or battery? Can I damage anything if I switch them around just to see if it gives a result of 12V hot on green when the key is turned to crank? Thanks, Kumar.
You need to find where the black wires go to. Black is typically a ground, and you do not want them connected to the hot side of anything. Are you sure they go to one of the large terminals?
Let me repeat the same question. How do I know which side of the solenoid poles go to which side of the large 8-gauge red wires? Are the solenoid poles reversible? And again, the 3 black wires are already on one ring terminal together clearly connected to one terminal of the solenoid, and the other light green wire is also on a ring terminal clearly connected to the other side of the solenoid. So both are clearly for positive 12-volt input or output, but both sets of wires are being energized with 12-volt positive either before or after the solenoid is engaged, as they are on either side of the solenoid. I am thinking that the light green wire is the return path to charging the battery and the 3 black wire on the other side must be some type of other devices that need current perhaps after the solenoid is engaged. But it is my understanding that if the solenoid is supposed to be only a momentary 12V connection, as soon as the starter is done being engaged the poles cease to be energized. So if they cease to be energized I can't understand what those 3 black wires, or the one light green wire would be doing after the key is no longer pushed all the way into the crank position. Additionally, we hardwired a switch to the small pole of the solenoid, with a toggle on-off switch. So at least we can force a 12V hot current to the small pole and start the motor. Once running we switch the toggle switch back off to disengage the starter. And this is working just fine, until we go to engage the PTO blades, and then the mower shuts down as if a safety switch is engaged, throwing a ground in somewhere. As soon as we turn the PTO switch back to off, the mower recovers and stays on. So clearly there is an issue there. I am looking to bypass this PTO safety too soon and wire the PTO switch directly to the PTO so that there can be no safety in line. I do not want to do this, but it will work if I bypass it. What can you tell me about which side of the solenoid posts go where, and about the sets of wires that are currently on the solenoid posts could be? Unless I tear open the harness, there is no way to see where those black wires are going. It's a long harness, and they seem to switch colors I think. Could the 3 black wires be a grounds from 3 safeties? Help.
On most solenoids, one of the large bolts is copper, and the other is steel. The battery cable will go to the copper bolt, and the starter cable to the steel bolt. If both bolts are steel, it really doesn't matter which cable goes to which post. The schematic doesn't show any black wires at all connected to the solenoid, so I have no idea which side they would go on. Perhaps they are grounds, and are not supposed to be on the solenoid at all, maybe why this thing has been so jury-rigged. As far as the light green wire, I would need to know where it goes to. My guess would be battery charging. I have never seen a solenoid with extra wires on the starter side, and have no idea why or what would require temporary 12 volts. Yes, the starter side should only be hot when the solenoid is engaged.
Can you send me an image of the schematic you are looking at? Also, all these wires are factory wires that come rigged out of the harness exactly as desired, with the lengths very precisely measured, with factory terminals, etc. I do not think it is jerry-rigged. I will try to determine the copper-steel issue, and then try the black wires on one pole or the other just to see what happens. I am assuming if they are getting 12 volts one way or the other, no more damage can be done that hasn't been already done. I believe the black wires are 3 different safeties that provide gowns for spark arrest. I will try to trace them back, and get back to you with what I find. What do you think about the PTO and the shutting off part, and the easiest way to either correct that issue, or bypass safely? Thanks.
What do you think about the PTO and the shutting off part, and the easiest way to either correct that issue, or bypass safely? If I had to guess, I would say that something is wired incorrectly, or the switch is bad. Check the schematic for proper wiring. But the only place the schematic shows 3 black wires tied to a ring terminal is supposed to be an engine ground, not on the solenoid. If you have a ground tied to a hot, it will not work right, and can do damage. Also, all these wires are factory wires that come rigged out of the harness exactly as desired, with the lengths very precisely measured, with factory terminals, etc. I do not think it is jerry-rigged. The fact that there is a second solenoid in there, with one of them not even connected, to me is jury-rigged. A professional would have removed the old one, and installed the new one in its place. Can you send me an image of the schematic you are looking at? Sure can. Click here to download it. The 3 black wires I am referring to are in the lower right corner of the schematic. One of them goes to a relay that ties into the PTO switch. $1 to a donut says this is why it keeps shutting down when you engage the PTO, the wires are grounds. Was this what you wanted to know?
Okay, that makes sense. And I hear you on the second solenoid. So if I follow your idea, the next step would be to try putting the 3 blacks to ground. Maybe just the closest bolt in the area. I will review the schematic but am not too familiar with them. And the green wire that was on the other solenoid, you think leave it on a pole? If it were charging, metering there should yield 12V, right? If it did not, do you recommend leaving it in its place, possibly running with it disconnected to determine if there are issues? Thanks, Kumar.
If you can't read a schematic, it can certainly look like Chinese. But this one is pretty self-explanatory. In the bottom right corner, it shows 3 black wires connected to an eyelet, the only place there is on the whole mower, and it is clearly marked engine ground. Running 12 volts to these wires will definitely cause the safety switches to not work, and may even burn up some wiring. The small green wire on the solenoid needs to go to one of the small solenoid terminals, not a large one. It is the control wire for the solenoid. The charging wire is the yellow wire and the mower plug.
Okay, I have not had a chance to try the other things we have talked about. I am out of town. But I am following you. The other green wire, which is light green, is a different wire than the one that was coming out of the engine harness that I have indeed already connected to a small terminal. This is the one that does not throw 12 volts but should. Could be something to do with the 3 black wires on the ring terminal being misconnected. Either way, this is a second light green wire. It also has a ring terminal, and was also appearing to be connected to the large terminal on the solenoid. I will just meter it and see what I get there. I will have to follow up more when I get back in town. Thanks for all the great help.
Okay, if the new engine has a solenoid on the starter, you will need to connect the green wires together, and bypass the solenoid on the mower. But if not, the green wire on the kohler will probably not be needed at all.
Hey Hank, trying to finish this project, the schematic link is not working, can you upload the wiring schematic again? Thanks, Kumar.
Sure can. Click here to download it. Did you make any progress yet?
I did, mission almost accomplished. I had to do a few unorthodox modifications, but all is working as it should, I think. I just need to make sure I am charging. Gonna put a meter on it real quick and check it out. You'll be getting an awesome rating soon. Thanks, Kumar.
Okay. Have you checked the charging?
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.